How are you all doing? Peter McMahon here, European Industrial Chillers. Just going to do a quick vlog on one of the latest developments that's occurring, or that's occurred in our industry with regard to chiller efficiency, that's water chiller efficiencies. The EU have regulations. Obviously, they're trying to eliminate, let's say, the worst performing equipment that's in the market. We're always trying to improve energy efficiency. It's all about climate change, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick overview. I'm going to share a couple of slides that my colleagues in Italy very kindly shared with me recently, so you're aware of the situation. So basically, back in the start of 2018, 1st January 2018, we had the regulation EU 2281 2016, and that was basically Tier 1 was introduced, which was a level of efficiency that was acquired for various different types of chillers. Since the 1st of January 2021, which is obviously what we're in now, Tier 2 kicked in. So Tier 2, I will show you here now, is basically the efficiencies being improved. We're eliminating the older inefficient equipment as much as we possibly can. So to achieve these new efficiencies that are required in Tier 2, you need to make sure that the units of measurement, so you can have your SEER and your NSC, which you can see here, they need to achieve the minimum values, and I'm going to show you some of those values now in a minute. So the SEER, which is a seasonal energy efficiency ratio, this is a little bit more comprehensive than the old-fashioned ESER. I'm sure most people know EER, by the way, is your energy efficiency ratio. ES, which was basically relating to 100% cooling capacity, 100% input. One divided by the other is the efficiency. So if you have 300 kilowatts of cooling capacity, 100 kilowatts of absorbed power, your EER would have been 3. The ESEER was a little bit more comprehensive because it took into consideration your part load efficiency, but typically it was based on 4 sets of ambience and 4 sets of conditions. So you had your running at 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. It was what's called a weighted formula because it assumed a lower ambient as the loads were dropping. So that's what we used for many a year, but they've changed it again. And now we have our SEER, which is much more comprehensive. It's basically taking into consideration every single degree that we're going up in relation to the ambient. The NSC, by the way, is another variation of an efficiency formula, as you can see here. But basically, the point being, you need to be achieving these new levels of efficiency to meet Tier 2. So this is just a sample to give you an idea. So for example, under 400 kilowatts of your air-cooled water chiller, you would have needed the NSC value of 149 or higher. Now you must achieve 161 or higher. But by the way, it's worth pointing out, excuse me, because some people aren't necessarily aware of how these are calculated. I've shown you the formulas, but basically the EER, ESER, SER, they're basically calculated on the input power, the electrical input power, without any consideration for how that power is actually generated. So whether it's by wind farm, solar, or whatever it happens to be, whereas the NSC does. So these figures do take into consideration how the energy is actually being generated as well. So that's a bit of a difference there, okay? There are different, let's say, criteria. So you have SEER based on, 7 and 12. You will have a higher temperature, so low temperature, medium temperature, and then you have SEPR, which is a higher temperature. So really, I don't want to get too in-depth into all of this. Really, it was just a very quick vlog, so you're aware that these are new levels of efficiency. The EU regulations, they are now in force for Tier 2. So that's really it. If you want any more information on this, please feel free to give us a shout. We have a team of solutions engineers here at European Industrial Chillers. And basically day in, day out, we're working with consulting engineers to try and help you guys achieve the levels of efficiency that you want. And we're also doing a series of presentations, and they're CPD approved by Engineers Ireland. And the current one is a 3-part series, and it's called the Designer Training Program. So and the feedback is really, really positive, by the way. So if anybody would like that, just drop me a line. The phone number is 018255155, or you can email my assistant Amber at sales@eicl.ie. Like I said, we'd be delighted to help you out in any way we can. Okay, thanks very much, and please God, everybody's keeping well. I know it's very, very strange times that we're in at the moment. But thanks be to God, most of the clients we're working with, most of the consultants are still working away. A lot of the manufacturing companies are working away. So, you know, once the vaccine hopefully will come out in the next couple of months, we can try and get back to a bit more of our normality. So everyone stay safe, take care, and please God, I'll talk to you soon.